What is up, broskies? Got a battle here against WS001. He's a pretty cool guy I met on the Smogon server, so yeah. Anyways, let's look at the teams, shall we? Okay, there's my team in the blue, there's my opponent's team in the white. So the threats I'm looking at are the Tentacruel, the Mamoswine, the Rotom, the Skarmory, and the Gengar. So I'm probably going to have to watch out for that Mamoswine, but I do have plenty of stuff to deal with it. Rotom can get very annoying, but I'm pretty sure Virizion and Gastro should both be able to work around it. Skarmory is going to be a major pain because all I really have is my Slowbro with Flamethrower and my Virizion if I can get prior damage and hit it with a Focus Blast. Gengar, I do have Gastro and my Scarfed Mence, and Tentacruel, that thing's going to be a major pain because all I really have is my Mence and Lucario. But whatever, let's just get to the battle. Okay, so pretty much, yeah. I'm going to lead with my Mence because I know Mence can hit everything on his team for either super effective or neutral. So I'm going to go right for the Fire Fang here, which was kind of risky just because if he had the Ice Shard, that would have been really bad. But since he switched out, I know he doesn't. And now I don't want to take a Volt Switch, so I'm going to switch out into my Gastrodon to take that, as he ends up going for it. And yeah, so here I wanted to go for the Toxic, but I thought he might bring in Tentacruel, and I really wanted to burn that. So instead I go for a Scald, but he ends up bringing in this thing, so I probably just should have gone for the Toxic. But whatever, hindsight is 20/20. Anyways, now I think I am going to switch out into my Lucario predicting the grass move as he ends up setting up a sub. Now I was kind of worried that he might be offensive and have Earthquake, so I decided to go out into my Slowbro to scout for that as he ends up going for a Blizzard. So you know that kind of tells me that he's probably more specially oriented, and I'm still worried that he'd be offensive. So I'm going to switch out into my Virizion to possibly take a grass move as he ends up going for a Leech Seed. So that tells me that he is probably more bulky, which means I know I can take Blizzard. So I'm going to go right for a Focus Blast, but I end up missing, which is very unfortunate because not only do I not break this thing's sub, but I end up losing my Virizion, which could have been very useful later on. But oh well, whatever. Anyways, and I go for another Focus Blast, and Virizion just fails me again and misses the Focus Blast, which means he is going to take out my Obama and you know, I'm not going to, or he is going to take out my Virizion, and I'm not going to be able to break the sub. So I bring in my Lucario, and I'm just going to break his sub with the close combat as he goes for a Leech Seed. And that's kind of a problem just because with the combination of Seed and Life Orb and Hail, you know, my Lucario is going to lose a lot of HP. So here I'm going to predict him to switch out, so I'm going to go for the Ice Punch. Not kill because it is only an unstabbed Ice Punch, but you know, yeah. Anyways, now I don't want to take a Focus Blast or something, so I'm going to switch out into my Gastro as he ends up switching out into Tentacruel. I guess maybe scouting for the Bullet Punch or predicting that. So yeah. Anyways, now I think I am going to just switch out because I didn't think an Earth Power would do that much. But looking back at it, I just should have gone for the Earth Power. But whatever, hindsight is 20/20. So now I bring in my Salamence because I know I can take this thing out with an Earthquake. But I'm going to predict him to bring in the Skarmory, so I'm going to go out into my Slowbro as he ends up bringing in the Mamoswine, which is kind of weird just because an Earthquake would have still done a very good amount of damage to this thing. But whatever. Anyways, he's going to switch out as I'm actually going to predict that and go for the Thunder Wave to severely cripple this Rotom, so that's very good. Anyways, I'm pretty sure he was just going to go for the I'm pretty sure he was going to go for the Volt Switch, so I bring in my Gastrodon because, you know, he is playing very safe right now. So I am going to take that Volt Switch, and this time I am very sure that he is going to switch out into the Obama Snow. So I'm just going to go for the Toxic so I can poison that thing. So he does bring it in, which means that I am going to be able to poison it and cripple it, which is very nice. And yeah. So now I think I am going to stay in. I really don't know why. I mean, you know, then again, I did lose the only thing I really had to take a Leech Seed, but whatever. Anyways, now, I think I'm just going to go for a recover here. I really don't know why. I mean, I guess I kind of wanted to Toxic stall this thing out, but, you know, I really don't know. But whatever. Anyways, I go for a recover as he ends up bringing in the Tentacruel. So now I'm just going to go for an Earth Power because, you know, I just wanted to see how much it would do, and it actually, or no, I ended up switching out into my Mence, as he ends up going for the knockoff. Luckily, he didn't go for the Ice Beam, or else that would have been really bad. So he knocks off my Scarf, which is actually not bad, because that means I can now switch up moves, and yeah. So anyways, now I'm going to go for the Earthquake as he brings in the Rotom, and because I am not Scarfed anymore, I can switch up my moves, which means I can go for the the Dragon Claw and take this thing out. I get a crit here, but I really don't think it mattered, so yeah. Anyways, I'm going to get my Moxie as he ends up bringing in the Mamoswine, and here he is going to make a very good play. He is going to predict me to switch out, fearing the Ice Shard, so he goes for the Stealth Rock. You know, that was a very good play. So yeah. Anyways, now I bring in my Slowbro, and I think I'm just going to go for the Thunder Wave, predicting the Tentacruel bit. I probably just should have gone for the Flamethrower, but whatever, hindsight is 20/20. Anyways, I was pretty sure he'd want to set up a sub, so I go for the Flamethrower, as he does end up going for it, and either way, if he went for the Leech Seed, then I pretty much would have taken it out with the Flamethrower. So yeah. Anyways, and now here I'm just going to play it safe again because I really don't want this thing behind a sub, so I'm going to go for a Flamethrower as he ends up bringing in the Tentacruel. So that's fine, you know, I'm just going to switch out into my Gastrodon here to possibly just start spamming Earth Power now, and yeah, so that's exactly what I'm going to do here as he ends up going for the second layer of Toxic Spikes, which is kind of weird just because everything on my team that gets poisoned is like already regular poisoned, but whatever. Anyways, now I'm going to go for the Earth Power as he ends up knocking off my Leftovers, which is fine, you know, it's not too much of a big deal anymore. So I go for an Earth Power, and it is going to do a lot, you know, which is very nice. So here, I think I'm just going to play it safe again because I want this thing to die, so I'm going to go for the Earth Power as he ends up bringing in the Abomasnow. But no, I go for the Recover, predicting the switch, so yeah. Anyways, now I think I am going to switch out, or no, I stay in. Yeah, again, I make some really weird plays. I mean, you know, again, I did lose my, the only thing I really had to take a Leech Seed, but whatever. Anyways, now I'm gonna go for a Scald, I think. No, I go for a Recover. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Like, I really don't even know. But whatever. Anyways, now, you know, he brings in the Skarmory, and I think I'm just going to go for a switch out to my Slowbro as he ends up setting up a layer of spikes. So that's very bad. Anyways, I know I can force this thing out, so I'm going to go for a Thunder Wave here, predicting the switch because, you know, why not, right? So he does end up bringing in the Tentacruel, which is very nice because now I get this thing paralyzed, which means that I could possibly send in my Skarmory later on and just revenge kill with a Brave Bird. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to switch out here, or no, I go for the Slack Off as he ends up getting paralyzed here, which is very unfortunate, you know, but whatever, hacks is hacks, it's part of the game, you know, you really can't do anything about it, but yeah. Anyways, now I'm going to switch out here into my Skarmory as he is unfortunately going to get paralyzed again. You know, this is kind of a hacksy match actually, but whatever, you know, hacks is hacks, you know, you really can't do anything about it, so yeah. Anyways, he's going to switch out as I end up setting up my Stealth Rocks predicting the switch, and because he is doing a lot of switching in and out, and, you know, mid-game rocks are very good. So, yeah. Anyways, now I really can't do anything, so I'm going to switch out into my Slowbro as he is going to set up another layer of spikes. So, you know, he is just, like, stacking spikes all over my side, which is very bad, but whatever. Anyways, now I'm going to go for a Flamethrower, I think. No, actually predict this and go into my Salamence. So yeah, it's very nice. So now I think I am going to go for the Fire Fang, predicting the Skarmory to come back in. So yeah, but he ends up bringing in the Abomasnow as Death Fodder, which, you know, is fine, whatever. And I'm just going to take that thing out with a Fire Fang. So now he is going to bring in the Mamoswine right here, and I was really hoping he wouldn't have the Ice Shard, but he does, just like most Mamoswines do. So yeah, anyways, my Mensa is going to die off, sadly, but now I can just bring in my Skarmory, so I can just go for a Brave Bird to possibly do some damage to this thing, but he ends up bringing in his own Skarmory as, oh wait, no, I actually predict this and go out into my Gastrodon so I can hit this thing with the Scald and possibly burn it. So now I think he's going to set up his final layer of spikes here as I just go for the Scald, and luckily for me I am going to burn it, which means this thing will be a little bit more manageable. So yeah. Anyways, now I think, you know, my Gastrodon is just going to die, and I bring in my Lucario here, so I can hopefully take this thing out with a close combat before my Luke dies to the Life Orb. So I go for the close combat. Luckily for me, I am going to take it out, and yeah. So, but sadly, my Luke is going to die to Life Orb. But that's fine, you know, it's down to my last two and his last three. So now I brings in this thing as I bring in my Slowbro, and I think I'm just going to start spamming Scald here as he ends up bringing in the Tentacruel. And I was kind of hoping I could take this thing out a little bit sooner, but, you know, it looks like that Scald looks like it's like a 4-8 KO from that range, you know, and yeah. So I really don't want to switch Skarmory into like a Scald or anything, so I'm just going to start spamming the Scald of my own. As he goes for a knockoff, he knocks off my leftovers. It really doesn't matter anymore, just because Slowbro is about to die anyways. So yeah. Anyways, now I think I go for another Scald and still not kill him off, as he just goes for a Rapid Spin, gets rid of the rocks, and yeah. So, now pretty much, he is going to die off to the, hail, as now he brings in the Mamoswine and takes me out with an Ice Shard, which is fine, and yeah. So now I bring in my last, which is my Skarmory, and, I think, I'm just gonna set up my rocks for some reason. I don't really remember. No, I go for a Roost because I want to be at a good amount of HP for this Gengar, as, he brings it in. So, now I think I'm gonna go for a, Whirlwind or possibly a Brave Bird. No, I go for the Brave Bird here to try to take this thing out, as he ends up setting up a sub. And yeah, so now I think he's gonna go for the Pain Split next turn, just to get back to he's gonna switch out into the Mamoswine. As I go for a Whirlwind, I end up missing whatever, really wouldn't have done anything anyways. So yeah, anyways, now it brings in the Gengar. As I set up my rocks, I probably just should have gone for the Brave Bird because I could have killed this thing off, but whatever. Either way, now I think he's going to go for the Pain Split this turn to get back some HP, as I go for a Roost just to get back all my HP also. So yeah. Anyways, now I think he's gonna set up a sub here as I go for a Brave Bird, and unfortunately here I end up getting disconnected from the server. I do get disconnected. I didn't quit. He didn't quit. What ended up happening was that I got disconnected for some reason. I was getting disconnected a lot lately. The day I had this battle. So yeah, I ended up getting disconnected. But whatever. Still a great game. The ending is up for you guys to decide. Did he win? Did I win? Or did nobody win? So yeah, anyways, it's a great game. Peace out. See you guys later. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Add me on Skype. And yeah, goodbye. See you guys later.